Alright, hello everybody! Welcome to our Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for Newcomers playthrough. My name is Jokester1801 and let's get started. So today we are doing chapter 23, The Great Bridge. This chapter is pretty infamous, and we'll see why. If that's the decision you've reached, we'll respectfully comply. If we can march quickly and know that someone's protecting our backs, it would be a huge relief. As you wish, may the fortunes of war be with the Crimean army. If you have need of soldiers, send word. We'll move out at top speed. I'll be counting on it. So, as a result of their discussion, they decided to leave Begnion's army behind to protect our backs while Crimea's army took out Ashnard. The information gathered at Palmeni Temple leads Ike ever closer to the hidden truths behind the war. The assassination of Begnion's former apostle led to the massacre of Serenis. A Serenis princess was kidnapped. The medallion is stolen. A complex scheme seemed to connect these events, and now those threads have become clearer and cleaner. Ashnard's motives are still a mystery, but his silhouette lurks in the shadows of all that happens. Ike returns from the temple and renounces all rights to the rule of Dane. Those rights are then passed through General Zelgius of Begnion to the Apostle herself. So, this is important. Even though Crimea conquered Dane by capturing their capital and stuff, instead of governing Dane, they pass it to Begnion. The Crimean army absorbs another troop from Begnion and with its might increased, marches on to the Dane-Crimean border. Its next goal is the Riven Bridge, a massive structure that connects the two countries. So yeah, now we're marching back to Crimea to then finish out the war. So we're actually getting to the last part of the game. There's 28 chapters plus an endgame and a prologue, so there's 30 battles. Plus the 4 stages in chapter 17. So not 30 battles, but there's 28 chapters plus a prologue and endgame. And so we're on chapter 23, so we're getting pretty close to finishing. My Lord Ike, may I have a moment? Of course, what is it? The soldiers say that tomorrow we'll be able to see the Great Bridge. Once we cross it, we'll be in Crimea. That's what I've been told. It feels like I've been away for many years. Crimea is the land where I was born and raised. I feel so removed from it. I feel now at this late juncture that I know almost nothing of my own country. It is an unreal experience. I know what you mean. I don't have the sense that we're on the brink of being back in Crimea either. I don't even remember this area at all. Maybe it's because I was born in Gallia and raised in the countryside. But countries are joined together like this all over the continent. I'm really in awe of it all. So am I, for one who knew nothing of life outside the royal villa. Everything is so very big. Big? Yeah, I guess you're right. When we left Crimea, it was spring. The snows were melting, the days were getting longer, and the weather was mild. It's been almost a year since we departed. Only a year, but the distance we've traveled to get here has been long and hard. It feels like many years have passed us by. Yet, this is the land where I was born and raised. Ah, my sweet, dear, sweet Crimea. How is it that you feel so far away? For me, too, Crimea is my homeland. We're almost there. Let's go home. It is as you say, my Lord Ike. Let's go home. Ooh, what a romantic setting. Makes it hard to make an appearance. I guess I could just leave you two. Huh? I know that voice. Hey there, Ike. Looks like we stayed alive long enough to be reunited. Aren't we the lucky ones? Ranulph? My Lord Ranulph, how nice it is to see you again. My Princess Alicia, welcome home. I'd curtsy, but the tail makes it look silly. What are you so darn chipper about? Once I heard the news that the Crimean army had taken the Dane capital, I ran all this way to greet you. How go things in Gallia? You're not engaged in open hostilities with Dane, are you? Not yet. What's that supposed to mean? In light of your army's success, the elders have finally agreed on something. Gallia will lend its full support to Princess Crimea's efforts to liberate her homeland. It's a done deal. Really? So, is the Gallian army We're going to establish communications with them and create a united front. That being said, Gallia is here to support you. The Crimean army will always be at the center of the effort. Don't forget that. King Gallia is being most gracious. That posture will allow Crimea to lay claim to any victories reaching. Don't say things like that. I'm shocked that you would understand such subtleties. Who are you and what have you done with Ike? I don't believe you have the right to speak to me like that. Kidding. Actually, Soren just lectured me on the same situation when we received reinforcements from Begnion. Of course, you were tutored by your nervous little staff officer. Now I get it. Has he snapped yet? He seems high-strung. King Kanagas is always thinking of Crimea's, and how can I ever repay him? Princess, let's win your country back. When that's done, please rebuild the bonds of friendship between our nations. That would be the ultimate way to say thank you, wouldn't it? Yes, yes, of course. Ah, things are looking up. How nice. And our little report. So, yep, that was last battle. We didn't really... wasn't anything, like, super grand. Alright, so let's look. There's a 3-star Soren info conversation here, so we'll do that. Soren, are you in here? Yes. Ike, it's late. What do you want? Shh. Ike? Oh no, how strange. I was sure he'd come this way. Yoo-hoo! That voice, it's the one from the item shop, isn't it? Commander? Ike, where have you gone, handsome? Crud. Did you run in here to escape? Look, whenever that woman corners me, it takes forever to get away. Let me hide in here until things simmer down. We begin marching tomorrow morning. This is a waste of valuable time. I'll go and chase her away. Wait, Soren! Ike? Ikey-poo, where are you? Amy? Oh, Soren, ew. Hi. Why are you out so late? Do you have some business with Ike? Well, yes I do. I found a special something that I'd like to give him. Do you know where he is? Ike is in a war meeting. If you have something for him, I can hold on to it for you. What should I do? You see, I have this new staff. This staff is very valuable. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable simply handing it over to someone who doesn't understand that. That's a Hermern, isn't it? Is it not? A rare staff that can take any item, no matter how battered and worn, and repair it completely. Why, that's right. You're quite knowledgeable, aren't you? If I may continue, I believe that there is only one of these in all the world. It truly is priceless. And you want to give this to Ike? Well, I do want to be helpful. If you truly wish to capture Ike's attention, bringing him stabs and whatnot will avail you nothing. What? Really? Oh dear, I was so hoping he would like it. Food, however, would be much more effective than a staff. He's particularly fond of spicy meat dishes. Is that so? Cooking is not something I'm skilled at, but... Oh, I've got it! I know the perfect dish! Ah, good. He will be very pleased. What about the staff? Hee, you can keep it as payment for the cooking tip. Take good care of it. Well, she's unexpectedly generous. I received something quite nice from your admirer, Ikey-poo. Thank you so much. Hey, wait a minute. That one's funny. This is the Hermern. It restores an item to its maximum durability. So, you know this Regal sword that you got? You could restore that to maximum durability. I don't, recommend that necessarily because it's not that great. But, you know, it's nice because, you can just restore whatever you need to maximum durability. So, if you were to use the Vague Kadi, you only get one of them. And so you could use it up until it has, one use left and then restore it. That is something to keep in mind with the Hermern staff, though, is that if your weapon completely breaks, it disappears and it's gone. The Hermern can't help it. So your weapon has to have at least one use left to be restored by the Hermern staff. That's weird. Alright, so Volk can get rid of that. Racing can get rid of those. Besides that, I think we're doing pretty good. Yep, looking good. Oh, Jill probably doesn't need the Venom Axe, though. It's a shame it doesn't poison the enemy. That would be cool. I'll give her another hand axe, though. Alright, so in terms of experience, we'll probably give Ike another level. We'll give Boyd a level. My rule of thumb is that we'll probably give Rayson and Oscar levels. My rule of thumb is if anyone's above level or above 50 experience, it seems worth it to give them a level. Give Astrid a level. Alright, so now that we've covered the intro part, we will do the bonus experience portion. So I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, in terms of level ups, Ike got everything. He got strength, skill, speed, defense, resistance, and HP. It was great. Marcia got some strength, and now she has cap strength, as seen by the green number there. Reese got some magic. Boyd got some strength and skill, so that was good. Jill got some strength and some skill, so that was good. She now has cap skill. Oscar got some speed, I believe. Astrid got some speed and capped that, and she got some strength as well. So yeah, overall, some good level ups. So yeah, now we'll save and we will move forward. I also did some item management off screen as well. Just selling some items from the convoy that we didn't need, and I gave Ike a silver sword and some other stuff. So, they're finally here, are they? Has the work on the bridge been finished? And your answer had better be yes. Yes, General. Do you think it will work? Sometimes the simplest of traps offer up the best results. Lure the enemy in and then finish them off one by one. Got it? Listen up, dogs. There will be no retreating today. We stop Crimea's advance here. We will not allow them to gain the comfort of their homeland. Any who do not fight to the death will face my lance. So yeah, now we finally get to fight Petrine. There's the bridge. Wow, it's huge. I doubt if Dane's gonna let us cross over without objection. Yeah, I think that's highly unlikely. Titania, it's time to march. Make sure the troops stay alert and move with caution. Understood, Commander. Say, Ike, there's one thing I've been meaning to ask you. What is it? I haven't seen Nasir around. What's happened to him? He was declared an enemy combatant and locked up. What? Hey, I understand you being irked that he didn't mention testing you and all, but treating him like a criminal is too... Testing me? What are you talking about? Huh? Oh, nice weather, eh? We're going to talk. Now. Nasir's a Dane spy? No way, that's not possible. He was our spy. This guy was like a triple spy. You know how there's like double-sided spies? He's like a triple-sided spy. You're telling me he was a Gallian spy? None of this makes sense to me. He worked for us on behalf of the king, but Dane? As a Lagoose, he would have absolutely no reason to work for them. But there was a Goldoan named Enna who was working as a general for Dane. Are you serious? Yes, we were forced to fight her in the Dane capital. When we attempted to capture her, Nasir intervened and allowed her to escape. He betrayed us. What? Hold on a minute. Maybe that was... If that's the case, then I can see why. No, even so, teaming up with Dane is just too much. I hate to interrupt whatever it is you're doing, but we've arrived at the bridge. Let me speak to Nasir, please. Once we finish this battle, we can go together, alright? Of course. And there's the big old bridge. If you don't remember that sprite, you'll see who it is soon enough. Alright, Har, time for you to go to work. Zzz, no, Mom, 5 more minutes. He's sleeping. Dozing off on the battlefield? You've got a lot of nerve, don't you? Hey, wake up or I'll bring you to a crisp. Zzz, huh? What? Right. Has the enemy arrived? Yes, they just got here. Now get out there and do your job. Oh, I'm all over it. Yawn. What an absolute fool. So yeah, we're gonna have to fight hard. He was Jill's commander, and then he was under Jill's dad, remember? So, we'll find out soon enough, though, later on. Well, here we are, and there's the Dane army on the other side, as expected. They're already in battle formation and waiting to give us a warm welcome. Aw, that's charming. That's just what I want. Oh ho, well said. And by the way, I thought I'd join you today. Not as a Gallian, but as part of our army, right? If it's a problem, I can always sit this one out. Of course not. Thanks for your continued support, Ranulph. Ha, the pleasure's all mine. Let's go carve us some Danes. Alright, so this is a pretty big battle. 13 versus 32. We actually get to fight Petrine. So running over here, here's General Petrine. She's actually pretty good. 23 speed is nothing to shake a stick at. 22 defense and 18 resistance plus 41 HP gives her some pretty good bulk. However, the biggest detriment to her, I think, or maybe not, I don't know. It's actually not. It's up in the air. It's up in the air. She has a flame lance. So this is one of our first encounters with magic weaponry. And so what it is it's a magic lance. So its attacks deal magical rather than physical damage. AKA, we see that 10 MT. It combines with the magic to get the attack, and so her attacks will be on resistance. We saw this as well with Tanith. Tanith had her Sonic Sword. It's the same kind of thing. So, that's something to keep in mind, is her attacks will be on resistance. Other than that, she's not like the scariest thing ever. She does have Daunt, which decreases your hit and critical hit. In terms of other things to keep in mind, this guy has a Physic Staff and a Tornado magic, but he doesn't have too much attack with it. But the Physic is worth stealing, as they always are. This guy has a Heavy Spear. That doesn't matter though, because we aren't using we're not using Armor Knights. And then this guy has a Blizzard. He's pretty close to you. You do get the Blizzard if you kill him though, so that's important. And this guy has a longbow. And this brings us to the Ballistas. So Ballistas are really strong. And they have wide range. So we can see that this guy can attack all the way out there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 range. It's pretty long. So there's a Ballista here and a Ballista here. This guy also has really long range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 range is pretty long. Anyway, the thing with Ballistas is that they're going to do increased damage to your flyers unless they have the full guard equipped. So that's something to keep in mind. Our Jill does not have the full guard equipped, so she will take increased damage from the Ballista. Also, there's this catapult stone thing. So there's 2 more Ballistas here, in total making 4 Ballistas. And then there's this stone catapult. This catapult throws out like a stone, and then it hits all the spaces that are adjacent to it. So for example, if it hit right here, it would hit this wyvern, Har, and this wyvern. So that's something to keep in mind. Here's Har. He's pretty good. He has guard, which is nice. And he has pretty good stats. They're not like fantastic, especially compared to Jill. But compared to your other units, it's actually still pretty good. He has a little... the thing to think about with Har is he is recruitable. If you look at choose units, you can see that Jill has a convo with Har. And she's the only one. Ike cannot recruit Har. Only Jill can. So, I would highly recommend using Jill to recruit Har. Because he's pretty good. He's pretty good to keep around in case you need him. Besides that, I think that's pretty much everything of note for this chapter right now. Oh, and then the other thing that's of note in this chapter is that there are these... Patrine did order her men to trap it, which means that there's these little holes in the battle. So for example, one of the holes is right here in front of this guy. I'm gonna intentionally fall into one of the holes just to show how it is. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's some big things with this chapter. But our main strategy is going to be hit them fast and hard. On turn 1, we're going to move Marcia up so that she can then attack the Ballista. Ideally right here, because then she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and attack this guy as well. So we want her to get to here, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want her to go right here. She can't start from right there, but if we move her there and then have Rayson chant for her, she can move again and then move up and take out that guy. So that'll be our plan for turn 1. We do get Randolph this battle as well. You don't have to use him. He's pretty good. I don't love using him, but in terms of who we have, I think he is marginally better than Tanith. Not completely because of her skill, and because she's actually pretty useful. Attention, let's go. Maybe I can catch a nap while we fly. So yeah, Har actually leaves the battlefield, but he does come back this chapter, so be aware of that. Alright, so let's count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want Marcia to go there. So just to make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So it's just right here. And then Racing can just run forward. The nice thing, you can kind of actually mark it here. It's just the very edge of this ballista range. And the nice thing about that is now Racing is out of range of the ballistas, so it's pretty nice. Alright, and so now what I'm going to want to do is I'll move Astrid up here to take out this guy. Just like that. And so the reason I'm using Marcia is because, instead of Joe, is because she has the full guard. And so that means she's not going to take extra damage from this ballista. Now I'm also going to have Marcia use her javelin. Just this forged one. Just in case there's some two-range enemies around. Alright, and there we go. The ballista is not a problem anymore. Jill could run up and take out this guy, probably. Nice. Didn't need to proc that adept because she was gonna take him out anyway, but I'll take it. And then Oscar can just run forward. And then Kieran can run forward too. Just kind of making a wall here. I do want to make sure Rayson is out of range of this guy. So I'm going to put Kieran here. And then I'm going to put Nephany here. Have her equipped for Javelin. And then I'll have Boyd run forward. Have him equip a hand axe to Kieran and a hand axe himself. And then Oscar, unfortunately, can't get the hand axe equipped, but that's okay. And then everyone else is just going to move forward. Just shove Soren forward a good bit so that he can catch up. Ranulph doesn't normally start with 10 gauge, I don't think, but it's pretty good. He'll take like 3 turns to get transformed. Poke. Oh, so close to the kill. 2 damage off. Alright, so that guy's going to attack Marcia. That's perfectly okay. He does no damage because of the full guard. And then he attacks Boyd. So, for some reason, this sniper has more range with his ballista than the first ballista that Marcia's taking care of did. Very odd. Very odd that Marcia did not double that cat. I guess she's a little slower than I gave her credit for. Nice critical. The nice thing is that Marcia can kind of wipe the floor with some of these enemies here. And then since we have the physics staff, we can heal Marcia for range. Now unfortunately, she can't quite run up because of that cat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have... We do have these guys to worry about. And I think what we'll do... I'm going to have Soren run up and take care of this guy. I was hoping Soren wouldn't get hit, but he did. And now Rayson could move here. So what I could do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could move Jill here, take out the cat, and then move here, and Rayson could make her move again. Now, is that beneficial is the real question, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, it is. And the reason is because then she could go and take out the Blizzard guy. So that is what we will do. Oh no, she can't take him out. Does Boyd have a... Okay. We're going to give Jill Boyd's forged hand axe. And now she should be able to take it out. There we go, that's better. What I should have done is just forged another hand axe for Jill instead of giving her just a fresh one. Because then I would have avoided a situation like that. Let me have Ike take out this guy. And then I'm going to have Nephany just run back here and be in range of them. And just take them out. So none of them have 2 range, and they're all in range of Nephany to attack her on enemy phase. And so that's what we'll do. Is just let them attack Nephany on enemy phase. We'll heal up Marcia. And then we're going to have Marcia just charge forward and take out this guy here. We will use the Javelin again. Do we need to use the Javelin? That is a good question. We actually don't really need to use the Javelin, so we're going to just attack him with the Steel Lance. We'll use the Silver Lance, because then we have a really high chance of killing him. And then we'll move her back a little bit. Then we'll have Rayson move forward. No! Oh no! I chanted the wrong person. Well, that is okay. It's not a big deal. We just have to maneuver around it. So the reason that's sad is because now the Blizzard guy will not die this turn. However, that's not the worst thing to happen in the world. Sometimes you just click the buttons too fast. Alright, so what I am going to do though is I'm going to just not worry about that guy. So I know there's a hole right here. I'm going to have Oscar just fall in the hole. Oh, is it right here? There it is. And so what does the hole do? The hole makes you fall in it, and then you can't act until the next turn. And that's basically all it does. So it's not a big deal. The biggest deal with it is that you can't move through the hole either. So that is like an important thing to keep in mind with it, is that you can't move through the hole. This guy only has 23 attack, so I don't want to put Soren in range, but I will put Soren in range while being in support range with Ike. And then I'll have Soren use a Vulnerary so that he's kind of healed up a little bit. See, so Oscar can fight back on enemy phase. He just lost his movement for that turn, basically. So luckily Marcia has the full guard, so that guy did 0 damage to her. Alright, that guy attacks Astrid. That's perfectly fine. See, it wasn't a big deal that I misclicked. It's a little annoying because that guy used one more Blizzard than he otherwise would have. But besides that, it's really not a big deal. And that's one of the things I love about Fire Emblem, is that it can be pretty forgiving if you make a mistake. Not all the time, which is something I also love, because it's no fun if you just, like, can't be punished. But it can be pretty forgiving. So yeah, Nephany took care of those guys pretty easy. One shot all but one of them. Oh, and now Hara's back, so that's something as well. Now then, let's see how things look. So, they have Har come back here at this point because they assume, basically Har comes back when you cross a certain line, which I think is up here somewhere. Just like those swords reinforcements happen when you cross this line here. So they basically are just assuming you're far enough away. Now, I don't want to be in Har's range because even though Nephany can take him pretty well, she can't take him right now because he does a good amount of damage. But I do want to put Nephany in range of these guys because she can just take him out, basically. So he can move 9, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, move here. So if I move Nephany right here, then she can take out this paladin. She can't take out that guy. Now the other thing is I do want Jill to come back and recruit Har. So to do that, I'm going to move Jill here and take out this guy. And then I'll move her back. And so now she'll be in range, because basically what's going to happen is Har's just going to move forward. I'm also going to leave Boyd back here to help deal with enemies. And I'm going to have Reese just run forward and try to... he's going to heal up Nephany. I don't want Reese back here because he's going to be in range of a lot of enemies, and that's not a good thing. And then I'll move up Bulk. Now I can't kill this tornado guy because, you know, he is pretty... I want the physic there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Marcia run back here, take out this, this Blizzard guy. And then I'm going to actually have her move backwards a little bit. Not too far, but just a little bit. I'm going to have Randolph move forward. In terms of stats, he's actually pretty strong. 25 strength is good, 20 speed is really fast, 22 defense is really good, and he has high avoid. So Randolph is like a pretty good unit. I don't super love to use Laguz, as I've said before, and so I'm not going to use him, but he's definitely worth considering using. I'm going to move forward here, and I'm actually going to use Racing to move forward with Volk, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the reason is so that way Volk can be more in range to steal from the tornado guy, so we can take him out next turn. So I don't want Volk in range, because Volk has 6 resistance, but I do want Volk to take him out. I am going to put Kieran right here, because this so that he's in range of this tiger. And then I could have Oscar stay back here to help out, but I think between Jill, Boyd, and Nethany will be okay. And so I'm going to bring up Oscar and have him take out this guy. This guy did like 0 damage, had 0 hit on Oscar. Super wonderful. And then move there. And then that way Oscar's in range of his Kieran support, which gives him 22 avoid, which is really nice. Kieran's in range of his support with Oscar and Marcia, and so he gets 1 attack, 17 hit, and 27 avoid, which is really, really good. And then we'll have Astrid kind of just move there. And so that tiger's going to attack Kieran, which is perfectly fine because he misses, and Kieran will do a good amount of damage. In fact, Kieran will kill. So that's great. Didn't really need the soul because he wasn't hurt at all. Just like we thought, Har just moved forward. Nice kill there from Nethany. And those guys will just move forward as well. And now we have these wyverns to deal with as well. Alright, so Rayson heals up Soren, which is pretty nice. In fact, that's very nice. Alright, so now we have to deal with the stuff over here. So let's first recruit Har. So we're going to talk here. Captain Har? Greetings, Joe. So you're still alive, eh? Good to see you. That's what I was going to say to you. You survived. I'm very pleased. General Saharam left me in charge. I'm supposed to get our survivors and their families to Begnion. I can't die until that's done. Oh, I see. But then, Captain, why are you still in Dane? Believe it or not, I'm a vindictive man. Revenge for the general is something I couldn't let go. Oh, but that... Don't get the wrong idea. You're not the enemy I'm seeking. Huh? But the ones responsible for General Saharam's death are the Danes. I pretended to return to the fold so I could get close to General Katrine. I'm just waiting for my chance. But I think they may be onto me. My unit's a bunch of tough guys who serve as Katrine's watchdogs. Plus, I've been ordered to charge the Crimeans head-on. It's Dane's way of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't do it! Come fight by our sides. If you're looking to kill Danes, then we share the same goal. Jill, I don't trust Crimea any more than I do Dane. I'm sick to death of serving countries. To be fair, Har has served Begnion and saw the corruption there. He served Dane and saw the horribleness there. And now Jill is trying to make him serve the only other nation of Bjork on the continent. So, he's kind of traveled around. He has the experience to say that. Captain. Still, I can't abandon the daughter of the man to whom I owe so much. Guess I'm changing sides again. Really? Oh, thank you, Captain. No, you've got that backwards. Pardon? I'm a new recruit, so I'm under you. Thanks in advance, Captain. What? Don't be silly. Wait. Captain! So the reason I put Jill there is because after she talked, she could then attack. And that's really nice because she can actually take out this guy. Especially with Adept. So the Wyvern Knights are slightly more dangerous than these guys. Not really. They're about the same level of dangerous. They can do more damage though. So I think I'll have Boyd take out one of the Wyvern Knights. Har can actually take one out, which is really nice. And he can only take it out because he has the Brave Axe. So there we go there. And then we can move Har back. And then we'll have Boyd just take out this guy. Oh my goodness, Boyd got hit by a 21 hit chance. Oh well. Nice. Alright, so that took care of the wyverns, which is great, and now Nephi can take out one of these guys. We'll use the Iron Lance just for 100% chance to hit. And the unnecessary critical to top it off. Magic and luck. Not a great level up, but it's fine. And now I just want to make sure Reese is out of range of them. I do want to see, is anyone hurt? Not really. So we'll just move forward. So the tornado guy did not come to attack Kieran or Marcia like I thought he would. Now, the thing I want to do though is I could shove Volk and then he'd be in range. Now, the thing to think about though is that there's a hole right there. And the way I know that is because I played this game a lot. And also, there's a map you can find online. Now, this brings up an important point. Flyers cannot get caught up in the hole. And so if I put Marcia here and take out this guy, then she can come back and cover up that hole, and then you can actually move through it without getting caught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it works out perfectly. So we'll have Marcia just take out that guy there. Nice job. Speed. Nice. And then I'm going to have Ranulph just shove Volk here. And now Volk can run up through here and steal. And see, he didn't trigger that hole because Marcia is there to cover it up. I will have Rayson make Ike move again. I want Ike to move again. I do really need to be careful with Rayson. Okay. Because those ballistas will end Rayson in less than a minute. Yeah, I'll have Ike move again. Ike can kind of charge forward a little bit. So, something to keep in mind with this ballista here is that, the reason this guy didn't move forward to attack is because he would have had to go through the hole in order to reach any of my units, and then he wouldn't have done that because the enemy never triggers the hole. There's also, to keep in mind, 3 holes right here. And then there's another hole, like, right here. But yeah, so 3 holes right there. So the reason that's important to keep in mind is because I can't run up to attack this guy, I need to attack him from range. The nice thing about that, though, is if I move Kieran right here, this guy can't reach Volk because there's a hole right there. So the nice thing to remember with the holes is that you can actually use them to your advantage sometimes. Alright, so I can move forward there. Could have Oscar move over here to the right with Kieran, and then Astrid can come over by Ike. Oh no! Well, there was a hole there apparently. Not a big deal. That guy's gonna run forward to attack Ike. That's perfectly fine. And then he'll run forward to attack Ike, which is also perfectly fine. And then the fighter warrior guy should probably run forward as well. So yeah, there's the catapult guy. He attacked Oscar, which is fine. These guys can't really do too much to my units. Alright, that guy attacked Ike. Hopefully Ike kills. Nice. Very good from Ike. And then this guy comes up and attacks Ike, and Ike should defeat him as well. Very nice. And that guy attacks Har. I wonder if Har will defeat him. We'll see. Ooh, so close. If he had hit both times, he would have defeated him. Oh, hey, look at that. Is that the Crimean army? Whoa, it is the army come again. I see the Crimean flag in the rear, but lo, what do I spy in the distance? Green hair, orange dress, and eyes bewitching fair. Elincia comes, let us to her aid ride. Let us to her aid ride. That's how you say it. The princess has returned. Count Bastian returned to the castle and informed Geoffrey at once. I will move ahead and inform the princess that her retainers are here to meet her. Lady Lucia, keep your wits about you. That we are excited is fair to say. But show the enemy no weaknesses, lest he does cut us down like autumn's wheat. Good advice, and you watch that you aren't waylaid on the way back to the castle. Even if Dane unleashes on myself the full force of their army's wrath, they are no match for clever Bastion. I'll meet you at the castle gate anon. Right. And now Racing can make 4 people move again. Woohoo! And more importantly, he can move much further than he could otherwise. So we're gonna have Jill just take care of this guy. She has lances. And the reason I had Jill do it and not like Nephany is because Jill can move again. And so now Nephany has a chance to catch up. Boyd could catch up, especially if I rescue Boyd with hard and then move forward. We can just have Astrid. So I can't have Astrid run up here because there's a hole right here. So she can just kind of move right there. Soren, though, could move here and take out that guy. I could steal this guy's sword, and I will, because I can. Wahahaha. There was literally no point for that, because, like, steel swords are not that valuable. But I thought it would be funny. Alright, so Volk is right here. There's no hole here. And so what I'm going to do is... There is a hole here, though. So you have to be careful. There's also 2 holes right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what we'll do. So then Kieran can kind of just guard the point. It doesn't seem like I'm blocking things off, but because of the holes right there, no enemies are going to move right there. And so now they can't get past Kieran. I'm also going to have Ike just move here. And take out this guy. And now I have 2 options. If I move Oscar here, then I could have Rayson move here. And make Oscar, Ike, and Volk move again. I could also move Marcia here. That is tempting. But I think instead I will move Oscar. And the reason being is because I can move Marcia here. Oh, actually what I can do, better idea, I can move Marcia there. And now if I move Oscar here, now I can move all 4 of them. That is the right play. So the reason I forgot I can move Marcia there is because there's a hole right there. But since she's a flyer, she doesn't trigger the holes. I'm actually going to have Rayson move forward. And that seems really dumb. And it would be, but my plan is to take care of the ballistas right now. And since Kieran is blocking the point here, I could actually do it. And so what I'm going to do is I'll have Marcia run forward and take out this guy. And I'm going to have her use her 100% chance javelin there. Now the reason I had Marcia run forward first is because I want her to move to this spot. There's a hole right there. And if she wasn't there, then Oscar couldn't move through her. Now what I'm also going to do is Volk could actually run forward and take out this guy. But instead of doing that, I'm going to have Ike do it so Ike gets more. Because I want Ike to get the experience rather than Volk. Alright, hopefully he gets a good level up. Nice, I'll take that. Strength, skill, and speed. Alright, and then Volk can kind of just stay right there. And now I've taken out the 2 ballistas, and this guy looks like he can attack Rayson, but because of the holes, he's not going to. I'd love it if Oscar could take him out, but it doesn't look to be that way. So we'll just have Oscar attack from a distance. He restored 1 health. Very nice. And then I'm actually going to put Oscar in front of Volk so that Volk doesn't get attacked by the fighter. Alright, and then in terms of everyone up here, we just charge forward. I can't move right there with Ranulf, so I'm going to move here. And I can't move right there where I said because there's a hole right there. So now that I've crossed a certain point, Crimean reinforcements are going to arrive. That catapult did a good amount of damage to Racing, but that's okay. So yeah, that guy attacked Kieran. That's perfectly fine. He'll get wrecked. And now Kieran gets level. Speed, hopefully. Nope, no speed, but he did get some defense. That guy attacks Oscar. That's fine. I wonder if Oscar keeps him alive. Unnecessary activation of soul. Oh, with the critical though, I'll take that. I guess we'll never know. Got the heavy spear. Not really necessary for us to keep. Nice dodge there from Oscar. Oh, and he keeps him alive with 1 HP. Hopefully that means one of my other units can get that kill. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to die? We must give our all to protect Princess Valencia. My fellow Crimeans, now is the time we stand and fight for the life of our homeland. So yeah, they run forward. Now you might think, wow, those guys are paladins. They must be so good. And you would be wrong. They are not very good at all. They're really good at killing things that have 1 HP left. For example, this guy has a bow, and he only does 15 damage to this wyvern. Now that's actually pretty good, especially because he doubled in. However, he very stupidly ran right in front of the wyvern, and so now his fellow Crimean with the lance cannot attack the wyvern. However, I do appreciate that they did that, I guess. All I see is that they're stealing my kills, because I'm not having a problem taking them out. Alright, so yeah, here's the Crimeans. They have really bad stats. They're like really not good at all. Also, this guy ran away and now is just gonna get like cornered by flyers. They're pretty dumb, honestly. They're what we like to call green units because they're green. We'll steal this guy's lance for fun. And oftentimes green units do not make the best choices. I will heal up Kieran with Soren here. And get that level up for Soren. Hopefully he gets some speed. That would be nice. No speed, but he did get a strength. That's awesome. Now he can hold his Hellfire without being weighed down. And he has capped resistance. Nice. I'll bring up Randolph this way. Oh, guess not. He's in the hole. I will move Nephany forward. And then I'll have Jill rescue Nephany so that she can have a chance of making it up here. And then Har can just keep moving forward with Boyd. The other thing is, I could have Kieran move here, take out this guy. Unnecessary soul, but he did critical, which was also unnecessary. Now, I do have Racing available. I do have to be careful of this guy and these other guys as well. It's funny how this promoted enemy has lower stats than the non-promoted enemies. And by funny, I mean that's pretty sad. If I move Ike here, can he reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. So where can I move Racing? So I could move Racing here. And then Ike could move there, here. Okay, that should work. So we'll put Marcia here, right? Because Racing can reach. And then we'll bring Oscar up here. And we'll bring Ike up here. And now we're betting that we can kill everything. And if not, that's okay. We'll just get Racing out of harm's way. So if we move up Oscar, he could probably take out one of these fools, right? Can Ike take out can Ike take out this guy maybe? Nice. We'll use the Silver Sword. We haven't used it yet. Boom, got him. Now the real key is, can this guy reach Racing? And the answer is no, which is perfect. And so that means we can have Oscar just run up, take out this guy. He gets extra avoid due to his support with Ike, which is wonderful. And then Marcia can run forward and take out this one. Or, can this guy attack Racing? He cannot. So the reason I'm not going to take out this guy is because this guy can attack and not be and run away. Whereas the other guy, this guy, he can only attack this paladin and survive. Now the real question though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, he can't hit racing, so we'll just move Marcia here. Use the Silver Lance for a 100% chance to hit, and she'll take out this one. Unnecessary critical, but we will take it. This is definitely one of the longer battles we've had, but it's okay. And then we could heal up Har if we wanted, but there's no point. So yeah, that guy attacks this paladin because he can attack without getting attacked back, and then this guy does the same. They do a good amount of damage, but still unnecessary. This guy will finish off this one. And then the other paladins will probably take out the wyvern if they can reach. Oh, doesn't look like they can reach. They're really charging forward, attacking to attack though. We'll take their kill though. Wah! Unnecessary guard. The guard would have cancelled the counterattack, which would have meant she wouldn't have gotten hit, but it is what it is. So the reason I had Ike not move his full range is because this way I can use racing. Haha, do you like your meat rare or do you like it charbroiled? Let me know and I'll cook you up just as ordered. Waha! Oh, he missed? Shame. She missed too. That is something to note though, with her magic lance, she does have 1-2 range, so she can be very dangerous. One nice thing though, is that Soren can actually attack without being damaged very much. So since she attacks on resistance, she actually does 0 damage to Soren, which is super nice. It's one of the few bosses that Soren can attack without being in danger, like, at all. So, we could have one of these people kill her, though. So, like, if Marcia attacks, she could do 17. Poke. And the nice dodge. And then, I could have Oscar kill her. I could have Ike attack, at least. And then maybe Oscar finishers with the hand axe. That could work. Yeah, let's do that. You're that knight that my father battled. If I had known you were going to grow to be such a thorn in our side, I would have reduced you to ashes when I had the chance. Guess it's not too late though. Die! As if this girl has no chance to hit Ike. Get out of here. And then Oscar can hopefully finish her off. Yep, that means he hit. Got him. Your Majesty, forgive me, please. Oh, I don't want to die. So scared. That's why you have to live your life in such a way that you're not afraid to die. Now that doesn't mean you have to be like doing crazy things, but that means you have to have the strength of character and the fortitude of character to live your life so that you don't have moral regrets. Because if you have moral regrets, you're probably going to be afraid to die. Yeah, we don't have to move all of these people. They're going to all move and do nothing. And we will finish the battle. Seize and clear. Nice job, team. Princess Valencia, welcome home. It's so good to see you safe. Lucia? Lucia, is it really you? I am no spirit, see, flesh and bone through and through. Ah, Lucia, you have no idea how I've longed to see you. And I you, Princess Valencia. When my brother Joffrey told me you had been lost, my world went dark. When I learned you were still alive, I was so... Then Joffrey is safe as well? Happy day! Are there others? How many Crimean retainers have survived? Well, there's Count Bastion. That silver-tongued rascal is as loquacious as ever. Also General Taggio, Marquise Catol's orphan, Salak, and Marquise Mitnala are all with us. These people have names. We never meet them. That's a shame. The soldiers we have contacted so far do not even number 100. But if they know you've returned, retainers hiding throughout the land will surely come pouring in. Yet, my existence. It is not known to the general populace. There's no need to worry about that. Tales of your exploits in Dane have reached every corner of Crimea. In every village, in every town, the people are talking. Our fair king had a hidden child, they say. The secret princess of Crimea is fighting to save us all. In addition, Dane soldiers have been frantically searching for a mysterious and elusive Princess Crimea. All they've succeeded in doing is convincing the people that you truly are their princess. All of Crimea has been anxiously awaiting your return. Oh, Lucia, do you speak truly? They have acknowledged my existence? I never expected this day. How good for Alencia to have people she grew up with being alive. That's so wonderful for her. News of your actions in Dane reached the ears of King Gallia through Nasir. I then told Lucia, who passed it to the citizenry. You know, the thought that Nasir is a traitor just doesn't feel right to me. I can't believe it. You think I don't see that? Look at what we know about the medallion. We discovered it thanks to his hints. He's helped us throughout our entire journey, and that, at least, he was not false. Yet, if he will not speak, there's nothing I can do to save him. Let's go see him. One way or another, I will loosen his tongue. This way. He's being kept in this supply tent. We wanted to keep him away from the other soldiers. Huh? What is it? He's gone. I brought him breakfast this morning. He was here. Aw, man, Nasir escaped. Look at that sweet bonus experience. Very nice. We have a ton of bonus experience, which we can use. Now, the reason I don't use it all right now is because our units would gain a lot less experience in the battle if we used all the bonus experience right now. And so, that said, I like to use bonus experience to top off levels and then let my units just go in with fresh level. Alright, well that'll be it for this episode, and we hope you'll join us next time.